Welcome to Queensland Raceway for round 2 of the Get Chopped and Blaze Batteries Australian TransAm Series for 2020. Due to the condensed time frame for the remaining rounds, all of the rounds for this year will now be one-day race meets, which will consist of practice on a Friday, followed by qualifying and 4 races on the Saturday. Friday afternoon practice was a great chance for all of the teams to get out on track and blow out the cobwebs after such a long time away from the track. Unfortunately for some of the returning members, practice didn't go so well. The cars of Samios, Famous and Wright all suffering mechanical issues that would put them out, not only for Friday practice, but also for Saturday's qualifying and races. Qualifying was full of surprises. Thanks to an earlier rain shower, the track was still very damp as the TransAm teams headed out, all drivers tiptoeing around trying to find some grip to lay down a fast time. Newcomer Justin Anthony showing some impressive speed, only 7/10 off Palmer, finishing the session second. Simon Trapp showing some real skills in these tricky conditions, getting ahead of Ron Prefontaine by just over a second to take the top spot on the 5-litre grid. One of the biggest surprises of the session was John English, qualifying 7th in the number 11 Firebird. Let's jump on board the number 20 Firebird of Ian Palmer for a lap around Queensland Raceway. On to race 1, and as the rain was coming down just prior to the start of this race, it was declared a wet race, meaning that all cars needed to start on wet tyres. Unfortunately, this meant that Gareth Jones would not be able to take part in this race, as he had no wet tyres available for the race meet. After struggling in qualifying in similar conditions, John English is now looking very confident, having a fantastic start, making his way through the field from 7th all the way up to 1st. A perfect way to start his birthday race meet. After a solid start, unfortunately, Justin Anthony found himself in the gravel at turn 3. Luckily he kept it off the tyres, but it was buried deep in the gravel. Unfortunately this meant that the tractor would need to come out and the race would be red flagged. Once they got him out, thankfully he was able to rejoin for the restart. Drivers would take part in a second rolling start for race 1 in their current positions. Johnny English leading the field past the green flag for race 1 take 2. Trappy in the number 54, struggling a little off the start, lost 2 places to Ron Prefontaine and Mike Collins. Ron driving away to take the win in the 5 litre class.
Our day started really well. We got pole position, and unfortunately in race 1 though we broke the fret on the Firebird, so we won't be going for any more races today. But on the plus, Alwyn in the Mighty Cuda got 3rd and the fastest lap of the race, so we're looking forward to watching him race.
Race 2, the sun is shining and the track is dry. All set for a fantastic race. Justin Anthony is back after his mechanical issue in race 1. Up the front, Anthony Tenkate isn't letting John English drive away with this one. Tenkate all over the back of the number 1 Firebird, making several attempts to pass throughout the race. Fantastic racing by these two. English coming out on top to take the race win. Further down the field, the rivalry between Collins and Chant continues, with Chant trying hard to get past Collins. Collins making the number 22 Mustang impossible to pass. John, happy birthday.
Thanks, Mick.
37?
37, mate. Yes. I'm a little bit, what's it called? Dyslexic.
Nice way to spend a birthday, Queensland Raceway.
Mate, I couldn't think of a better way to do it. It's been a great, well, we've had all season today. We've had raining for qualifying and wet for our first race. Now the sun's out. Go figure. Only happened in Queensland.
Yeah. Hey, how'd your first race go? All qualifying and your first race?
Qualifying was not good. We qualified 7th. So we went out on dry tyres and the track was wet. But the first race we got to the front on turn 3, and then we won the race. So happy with that.
Yeah, not a bad
Another
turn.
first. Yeah.
Everything going well with the car?
The car's great, mate. Yeah.
Awesome.
Just got to get the old driver replaced, I think.
All right, mate, enjoy the rest of the day. Hopefully it keeps going well for you, and happy birthday again.
Thanks, Mick. Appreciate it, pal.
Race 3 and the return of the split grid. The split grid is a fantastic format for mixing up the racing. The 5 litre cars, typically racing at the back of the pack, are brought up in their current positions and start approximately 20 to 30 seconds ahead of the 6 litre cars. As the race progresses, the 6 litre cars catch up and have to pass the 5 litre cars to take the outright win. This usually makes for some fantastic passing and some interesting race results. This time, however, the split grid race would be made even more interesting, as soon as the Transams took to the track, the wind started blowing and in came a rainstorm, which would really mix up the race. As they make their way round to turn 3, down comes the rain, and it just gets heavier and heavier. John English in the number 11 Firebird makes some fantastic progress through the field, making his way past all of the 5 litre cars before being caught out by the water on the exit of turn 5 and spinning the number 11 Firebird onto the inside of the track. English would lose several positions because of this spin, but would complete the race. No damage to the car, thankfully. Towards the end of the race, the rain had passed and the sun was coming out, shining the light on an absolutely fantastic drive by the returning Simon Trapp in the number 54 Mustang. In a fitting way to end such an exciting day of racing, Race 4 would be held at twilight. The intermittent rain throughout the day causing several delays, pushing back the last race of the day to be held just after sunset. What a fantastic way to finish TransAm's return to the track after such a long break. After a tough time in race 3, John English would make his way through the field to take the lead of the race, and once out in front, wouldn't be challenged. Anthony Tenkate doing his best to hang on in second position. Alwyn Bishop would again take third place, making it 5 from 5, qualifying and 4 races. Ron Prefontaine coming home first in the 5 litre cars, and Trisha Chant still unable to find a way past Mike Collins. Fantastic racing from all of the teams. Round 3 of the Get Chopped and Blaze Batteries Australian TransAm 2020 series will return on the 4th of September at Lakeside Raceway.